Hello, I am your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Life Purpose Life Coach, Patricia Booker, here with Kingdom Business, where we are empowered, where we heal, we get delivered, and we get free. We know who we are. We elevate our minds and our spirits and raise and expand our consciousness to ultimately walk in our true divine purpose and power. And that is the truth of who God has created us to be. Kingdom people, we are. We are history makers. We are world changers. We are dream successors. We are wealth generators. We are manifestors. We are curse breakers. And we most definitely are transformers, more than meets the eye. Yeah, kingdom people, we are. Kingdom people, thank you all so much for watching my videos. Thank you for all the likes, the subscribes, the shares. Thank you for all the seeds that you sow into me in my ministry, all of your financial contributions to my channel. Thank you for all of the email, all the feedback, everything that you do here to contribute to Kingdom Business. It is very much appreciated, Kingdom people. Thank you. So, Kingdom people, you already know what I'm here to do. I'm here to drop this beat, this word, this message. Yeah. Y'all know I'm the chain breaker. Are you ready to break some chains? Let's go. So listen. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something, kingdom people. Your enemies are exposing themselves. Yeah. Your enemies are exposing themselves. They don't need your help. They don't need nobody's help. All they need is them. Them, themselves, and they. You know how we say me, myself, and I? Nope. All they need is themselves. They're exposing themselves. How so? Y'all know these people like to run their mouth. You know, they like to, when they do what they do, they want to go run to change the story so people won't see them in the light that they're in, but want people to see you in a certain light. So they go run their mouth. They lie. They say, call you all kind of names. They do all kind of stuff. Kingdom people, why they doing all this? People looking at them. And listen, God was even showing me how sometimes what people are saying, they don't even know that they're telling on themselves. And so what I mean by that is this. Okay, before I go into that, let me say this. These people who are running their mouth, that are exposing them own selves by trying to point the finger at you. First of all, they're not acknowledging to these people what's really going on. They just want to paint the picture the way they want it to be seen, so they can look like they're innocent. They're playing victim. They like to throw rocks and then hide their hand. Excuse me for saying this, kingdom people. They're punks. Basically, if you're doing what you're doing, just do it. Be bold about it. I could respect that more. But you got to go lie and cover up what you're doing. And just do what you do behind the scenes. That means you're not really a real G. Not that I'm calling the kind of stuff these people do a G. Because I'm not. But you get what I'm saying, kingdom people. If you're going to be about it, be about it. What you lying for? Because if somebody come to me and ask me, I'm going to tell the truth. But at the same time, kingdom people, I ain't doing nothing to nobody. You get what I'm saying? What I might be doing to somebody is not letting them run a game on me, control me, and do what they thought they was finna do. And so, to them and they man, you did something to them. Because they tricks them, didn't work on you. So when they man, you did something to them. So that's why they got to go run and say, hey, the reason why, being a victim after all that. Anyway, kingdom people, I wasn't even trying to go in there. But look, what happens too is this. They're spewing so much negativity, so much toxic energy, that the people they talking to looking at them as a toxic person. Just on what they saying, how they feel. They probably be cussing, some of them, depending on who it is and who they talking to. So the person actually looking at them, and they can actually see that they're a toxic person, regardless of what they saying is true or not. But they're literally showing themselves what kind of a person they are. This is the other part to that kingdom people. If you're not saying nothing, it's actually them exposing themselves. Because when people come across you, they don't get that toxic energy from you. So the person doing all the talking is exposing themselves. And not just that, kingdom people. People are not dumb. As much as these kind of people that like to do all that, try to paint the picture in a deceptive way, because that's what it is. It's not the truth. When people do that, they underestimate people's intelligence. Because people, just because they want people to think they dumb, they want people to be dumb, don't mean that they are. Just because they want people to buy into their lies, don't mean people are doing it, whether they say anything or not. They'll listen. People listening and paying attention. Some may even go with the lie. And if they do, that's only because they the same way. They the same as the person telling the lie. But who cares? You know, it's a thing of who cares. I heard crabs in the barrel. So anyway, now let me go back where I wanted to go before I reversed. So what God was showing me specifically this morning is this. Sometimes when people are doing this, they're your haters, your enemies, talking all this stuff, trying to make you look crazy, because that's what they're trying to do. They want people to see you in a negative light. They want people to see you for how they really are. They're trying to trade places with you. This is the thing, kingdom people. In what they're saying, sometimes they're actually telling on themselves without really knowing what they're doing. In what they're saying, sometimes people can hear, oh, this happened, because some of what they're saying may have a slight truth in it. So they might tell the story in their own way, of course, but people sometimes can detect what really happened. Like, oh, this happened, you was doing this happened, this how she responded, and that's really why you mad. So really they be telling on themselves without even realizing it. Now, the other part of that is, it's like reading between the lines. That's what I just heard. You can read between lines. And like I said, these people are telling on themselves without even knowing that they're doing it. They're trying to construe it, but they don't even know people can see through that. Again, the ones that go with the lie, they can see through it too. Most of them. If they don't, who cares? 9 times out of 10, kingdom people, these ain't even people that got nothing to do with nothing that you don't care nothing about. And if it was somebody that you cared about and they went with that crap, you be like, deuces, gone with them. Because we don't care like that, kingdom people. And these people don't have nothing to do with where you going. They're going to be right where they are, doing right what they doing when you gone on to, yeah. Okay? So, okay, let me get to what I'm wanting to say here. Sometimes the people that run their mouth, your enemies, that are exposing themselves, even if the person that they're talking to or people they're talking to kind of, how can I say this? They sometimes, in what they just heard from the person running their mouth, what they heard was, don't mess with you like that. That you are not the one to be messed with. Sometimes the outcome is, regardless of how they process what was said or what they seen or didn't see, the end result to some of these people, that's the listener, are, you ain't the one to be messed with. You ain't the one to be played with. Whether that be in a good way or a bad way, it don't matter. Because this is the other part of that. The people, part of what they're doing is they're trying to make you be seen in the bad light. So people won't want to do you. What they don't understand, the one talking, is that you don't care like that. You don't care. You ain't codependent on people. You don't need people. You don't care about how people see you and what they think about you. You don't care. I just literally heard a lot of the times it's just a thing of they're trying to get out of, don't want people to see them crazy. Sometimes they coming behind something they already did, trying to correct it. To say, oh, the reason why I did that, because they doing too much, what they call it, damage control. And people can see that. Let me tell you something, kingdom people. You ain't even saying nothing. You don't have nothing to say. And if they come and ask you, which they 9 times out of 10 they won't, depending on the situation, depending on the nature of what it is. Like if depending. But if this is on some personal stuff, 9 times out of, unless they just super messy, 9 times out of 10 ain't nobody getting ready to come ask you nothing. They know not to even come at you like that. Some of them don't even want to. They just gonna move around you because, like I said, what they got out of all that, what was said by the one in their mouth, is you is not the one to be played with. Because even what the person is communicating and saying that, regardless of the lie or how they construing the truth, those kind of people don't like to be accountable. They don't like to take responsibility for their actions. They do all kind of manner of craziness, then don't want to take responsibility for it. And what God was showing me this morning, nothing new, but he was talking to me about, which is why they would be where they are. They will always be in their place where they are. Because they don't want to take no responsibility for what they do. You know, correct yourself. But to go and lie and try to paint the picture, that's a lot of work. Because they don't want to take responsibility, knowing they did the deed, but just don't want to. And then they so caring about what other people think. Like, it's just crazy, kingdom people. It's crazy. But listen, this the thing here. They exposing them own selves. They are exposing them own selves. And what these ones don't get is that you ain't doing nothing to them. They doing it all to themselves by their own actions. And no, kingdom people, you don't have to give in to their wants. Their wants to control you, use you. Some of these people was trying to break you, do all kind of stuff, which it don't work. It didn't work. And so now they mad and want to go lie on you like it's you doing it to them. And all that catches up with them. Listen, that's another way that they're exposing themselves, because it's all catching up with them. When people look at them and they look at you, I just heard you full of light. You are full of light. You carry light. You are very radiant. You glow. Because that's that God within you. These people, y'all already know what I'm getting ready to say. They are dark. You look at them, they are dark. There's no light in them. So just on that alone, these people they talking to, she did. Look at them, then look at you. That's enough right there. But then they open their mouth aside and telling more. Think they telling more, but they telling on themselves. They're literally exposing themselves, trying to cover up their mess. I believe this alone, kingdom people. Like you doing something to them. I said I was going to leave it alone then said that. They be acting like you're doing something to them and call themselves, listen, they call themselves exposing you. Hold on, with a lie. They call themselves exposing you by saying either what you're doing, that what they're doing is you, or just trying to cover up what they're doing and trying to make you out to be the bad guy. For again, not going along with whatever they was trying to do with you. They are exposing themselves, kingdom people. You know what? I'm going to let that rest right there. I got my coffee in my hand. I want to drink some. Can I drink some, kingdom people? I need a little taste. All right, kingdom people. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Like I went on a commercial break. Kingdom people, I'm just having a little fun right now. Yeah, I'm really telling y'all, I'm speaking on something for real, but it's like at the same time. You know, I don't even take these things very seriously. I'm not saying it is not something to be aware of, but it's like, Oh, it'd be a joke to me. I'd be laughing when God be telling me a lot of this stuff. I'd be cracking up laughing. I'd be like, these people are really off their rocker. Their elevator don't go all the way to the top. They not wrapped too tight. God bless them. God help them. You know, God help them. God say he tried. He be trying to help these people. But sometimes I just heard you can't help a fool. Sometimes you can't help a fool. A fool just insists on being a fool. Which brings me, I did say I was going to let that rest right there, but I ain't even gave y'all these scriptures. Proverbs 26:4. I'm tripping, king of people. Do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you will also be like him. So didn't I just say you ain't got to say nothing? Don't say nothing. Don't be responding to these clowns. Let them talk. Or whatever they do. It says do not answer to a fool according to his folly, or you will be also like them. But that's what they want you to do, be like them. They want you to come down to their level, get off your throne all the way up there, and come on down. How they say, what's the sin? They want you to come off your throne, come off something, and come down there with them and throw tomatoes. Come off your throne to come down there in the valley, in Peasantville, because they act like peasants. Kingdom people, let me be nice. I don't even be mean to be like that. But that's just how they, yeah. Anyway, do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you will also be like him. So just keep doing what you do, which I know you're doing, kingdom people. Proverbs 18:7. A fool's mouth is his own ruin, and his lips are the snare of his soul. See? His own mouth. It say a fool's mouth is his own ruin. So they doing all that and they exposing themselves. They ruin themselves. Because, kingdom people, it's in the scriptures. I ain't making this up. It says, and his lips are the snare of his own soul. Whoo! Proverbs 3:35. The wise will inherit honor, but fools display dishonor. So when you don't respond, when you let them do what they do, you don't say nothing back, you don't go try to, just let them do what they do. They exposing themselves. You are inheriting honor. You're being honored. People, even a lot of the people they're talking to, they actually honor you and respect you. They can see, most of them, and some of them that don't necessarily. God would give them he would give it to them so they can see. He would give them that discernment for the purpose of them seeing things the way God wants them to see. But many of them can see. And even the ones that can't, it doesn't matter, because you still inherit honor from God, first of all, because you let them do what they do. And you're honoring God by not feeding into it. And you don't even really want to. We're past those kind of things, kingdom people. We don't move like that. But these fools, they display dishonor. So again, when they doing all that, they are dishonoring themselves. They're displaying dishonor. They don't even realize they're dishonoring themselves and bringing dishonor to themselves by the way they're behaving and acting. But that's just kind of where they are, so they don't get it. And all these scriptures say, call them fools. A fool. All of these scriptures came from the Proverbs too. From Proverbs, the book of Proverbs, and all throughout the book of Proverbs, you can find scriptures that talk about fools. I just heard, and their folly. So, kingdom people, your enemies are exposing themselves. They don't need your help. Just sit back and watch the show, because it's going down. For real, kingdom people, let me stop. I'm gonna let that rest right there. For real. If you like this video and or if it resonates with you, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Then click on that red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Thank you. Click on that bell right next to that red subscribe button so that you can get a notification every time I upload a new video, something like this from Kingdom People. Also, if you are interested in any of the services that I presently offer, you can find all the information right down below in the description box. Also, Kingdom People, if you would like to support my channel, sow a seed into me and or my ministry, you can cash at me at cash.me /$L Booker. I'm sorry, $. Did I say that? L Booker number 1. I don't know, it seems like I'm missing something. Again, kingdom people, that is cash.me/$ capital L capital B OOKER and the number 1. Also, you can PayPal me at paypal.me/Latricia Booker. Again, that is paypal.me/Latricia Booker. Kingdom people, I love you all so very much, and I really do appreciate you being here with me. But before I go, I have to tell you this. We are history makers. We are world changers. We are dream successors. We are wealth generators. We are manifestors. We are curse breakers. And we most definitely are transformers more than meets the eye. Yeah, kingdom people. We are. Now, with that being said, much love, light, and peace, and many blessings to you all. Kingdom people, that is my time. You already know. That's right. Jesus girl. She finally out. Peace.